What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be teaching you how to make this bee inspired makeup tutorial. I will admit it was a little different because I'm working with bold lashes and it's my first time actually using them. So I'm kind of really excited to show you how I put everything together. So if you really want to know how I got this makeup look, then please keep watching. As usual, I already have my face done, my foundation, my concealer, my base, my eyebrows. Now we're just going to move on into the eyeshadow. First I'm going to be taking my Tarte concealer and I'm going to be placing it all over my eyes and using it as my base for my eyeshadow. And just like this. Then I'm just going to go in my beauty blender and then dab it in. Then I'm going to be using this angled blending brush and I'm going to be going into my Morphe X Kathleen Lights palette. It is limited edition, so they don't sell it anymore on the website, sadly. I'm just going to be going in with that really light shade right here, and then I'm going to place it where I set my concealer on my eyes, just so when we put on the eyeshadow it would be smooth. Now I'm going to be taking that Morphe X Kathleen Lights palette again, and then this time I'm going to be going in with that really tan shade down here at the bottom, and then I'm going to be placing it all over my crease area. Next I'm going to be taking that Cargo double-sided brush. I'm going to be taking the small tip part of it. I'm going to go back into the Morphe palette again and then using this darker shade of brown right here, I'm going to be placing in my outer crease area. Eyes. Ooh. Now I'm going to be taking the fluffier side of that brush. I'm just going to go in and blend out any harsh lines that might be there on the outer part of that eye. Now using this Estee Lauder brush, I'm going to be taking this fluffier side of the brush. This brush I got from one of the Christmas palettes that I got last year. So I'm going to just be going back in with that Kathleen Lights palette. Now I'm going to be going back in with that tan shade right there again. And I'm going to be placing it in the middle part of my eye next to the dark brown eyeshadow. That way when we put on the yellow, it'll have a nicer transition color than just putting the yellow and the brown next to each other. And now I'm just going to be moving it into that brown just so we can blend them together. In swift motions back and forth. Now using my e.l.f. tapered brush, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Neon palette called Boardwalk Boozing. And it's got really, really pretty shades. Ooh, a lot of... As you can see, it's been used. I'm going to be dipping into that yellow shade right there. And a lot of product just came out. But this palette is really known to have like a lot of fallout. So, to keep it there and make sure the eyeshadow goes on my eye, I'm going to be spraying some MAC Fix Plus on it. Yeah. And then, well, my pen got off, so I'm just going to dip back in. And then I'm going to be placing it on the rest of the area of my eye, from the inner corner to that orange shade right there. Going back in with that Estee Lauder brush, I'm going to be swiping that yellow and the orange together just so it could have a nice blending shade. Going back in with my Cargo brush, I'm going to be using that tip again, and I'm going to dip back into that Morphe palette using that dark shade right there, and I'm just going to go back and make the outer corner a little more bold. I'm actually going to go back in with that yellow shade and bring it a little more over here because I did not see that, and a lot of product just came out, which I really enjoy. Back in and then blending it out. Okay, now back to that brown. Now to add a little more depth to the look, I'm going to be taking the Kathleen Lights palette again, but then this time I'm going to go in with that black shade up here. I'm going to dip it in using the same brush. I'm going to be going into that brown shade just to add a little more depth to the look. Now using that fluffy side of the brush, I'm just going to go back in and blend out any harsh lines, especially on top of the yellow right there. Just so I want to make the crease a little more bolder, I'm just going to be taking this also two-sided brush. It doesn't have the brand name on it, but I will be using this floofier side of the brush. And I'm going to go back into that tan shade again. I'm going back in with that tan shade, dip it in, and then putting it all over my crease area. Kind of like where the brown and the yellow meet. Okay, are you going to jump? No? Well, there you are. Taking my Morphe E13 brush again, I'm going to be just going back and blending out any of those lines up there in the crease. For liner today, I'm going to be using this LA Color liquid eyeliner. I recently purchased this at the dollar store because I had a little mishap with my other eyeliner that I used. I did not place enough liner on my eye that day, so I was really desperate into getting a new liner so I could fix it. And I stopped at the dollar store to buy a birthday bag for my cousin, and I saw that the dollar store, Dollar Tree, carried LA Color, and I just picked it up, decided to fix it, and now I am really, really in love with this. So I'm just going to be using Create My Wing Liner today. You get like a little bee stinger right there. Come on, Mama, say honey, camera. Come on, Mama. Hey, come on. Say the camera. Or don't. For mascara today, I'm going to be using L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara in the shade Carbon Black. And I'm just going to be placing it all over my lashes. From inner corner, I'm going to be going back in with that Kathleen Lights palette, and then I'm going to be taking that lighter shade right here. Using my Ulta brush, I'm going to be dipping it in and then placing it on my inner corner. For lashes today, I'm going to be using this Ardell Double Up eyelashes, and I'm going to be just going to put them on, and then I'll be right back. I have never felt so more out of my place in my life. This is just dramatic as I ever wore my lashes, and honestly, I kind of like it. Now for the under eye, I'm going to be using this L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner. I'm just going to be putting it in my waterline. Should be taking a baby wipe and fixing up that little mistake I've made. Now for my under eye, I'm going to be going it back in with the Morphe Kathleen Lights palette, and I'm going to be taking that shade that we used in the crease area and then placing it under my eye. Using this same brush that I said did not have a name but had like a little floofy side. And I'm just going to place it under my eye. Now to be finishing off the eyes, I'm going to be taking that same mascara that I used, and I'm going to be carefully use it under my bottom lashes. Now it's time to finish off the rest of this makeup look. First I'm going to be taking a baby wipe, and I'm just going to wipe off any foundation that I need on my lips. And once I've done that, I'm just going to be taking this Bliss Fabulips Sugar Lip Scrub, and I'm just going to be putting on my lips just so they can be moisturized and ready once I get to doing my lipstick. For contour and bronzing, I'm going to be using my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and first I'm going to be taking in this cool neutral shade right here. I'm going to be using my fan brush, and then using NikkieTutorials technique of contouring, I'm just going to be doing it on my cheeks. I want kind of more of a cut contour today for this eye look, so I think this is a really good technique to use for that. Actually, for bronzing, I'm going to be mixing these two palettes, this Kat Von D and this Maybelline Master Bronze palette. And first I'm going to be taking this shade right here, this like little darker shade, and I'm just going to swipe it, and then using this cheek brush, I'm going to be swooping it in. I'm just going to be going into that Kat Von D shade, and just slightly, just a little bit, I'm just going to tap it in and place it over the area that I bronzed before using the Maybelline palette. For blush today, I'm going to be using this BH Cosmetics Blush Neutrals palette, and as you can see, it is a really beautiful palette. And so, taking these blush shades right here, I'm going to be using my BS Small Face brush, and I'm just going to be dipping into this shade, this second shade right here. Just stab it in. And a lot of product already, so rub it on. And then I'm just going to be placing it on the apples of my cheeks and a little more back again to blend with my contour. Now for highlighting, I'm going to be using the Balm Mary Lou highlight, and I'm just going to be placing it all over my cheek area, just dabbing it in, and alright. I'm just going to be taking this flat brush that I ordered off of Amazon and dipping it into the highlighter. I'm just going to be placing it under my brow bone right here. I'm going to go back into that highlighter, and then I'm just going to be putting it in my inner corner again, just for a little more glow. For lipstick today, I'm going to be using this nude Sephora lip pencil. And I'm just going to be taking that and contouring my lips. I'm going to be filling my lips with it as well. Taking my favorite nude lipstick, which is the Tarte Lip Paint, which is in the shade Birthday Suit, I'm just going to set this look today. I'm going to be using my NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. That concludes this makeup tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you really like this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. Also, if you already haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you do, because I will be posting every Tuesdays and Thursdays. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.